Why do you think we as people fail to give each other grace? What are some of the reasons?
The reason as to why we fail to give each other some grace. I think to some point, I don't know the exact words that I can put, but me failing to give others grace, you'll find that maybe there was a scenario where I needed that grace, but you didn't show. So it's now my turn to teach for tat,
It's tit for tat. Oh,
whatever
okay.
whatever that you did for me.
Sure.
Maybe I want to make you feel like I want to make you feel the same pain that you made me go through at that particular time. I wanted you to come to show up for me. You didn't. So you are going through something, you want me to come and show up for you, I'm not going to do that. Sure. And then I tell myself we are equal. So there's no way.
There's no way.
There's no way we are.
Absolutely.
There's no way we are.
Yeah.
We are going to judge each other when it comes to that.
All right. I think for me, part of the reason why sometimes we fail to give each other grace is lack of self-grace also. If you don't love yourself, if you do not give yourself grace, again, like you started by saying, if you can't love yourself, you can't give out to other people. So the same way, if you are pouring from you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't pour from an empty cup. So you have to, first of all, learn how to deal with yourself first. If you deal with yourself harshly, kazi yako ni kujiambia mi ni mjinga aje, mi sijuangi hizi vitu, mi nakuanga tu mshenzi. You're telling yourself all those things. So it will be easier for you to tell that to other people, because you don't know the language of self-love. You don't know the language of giving yourself grace. You don't know it at all.
You don't know how to affirm to yourself.
You don't know how to affirm yourself. So how are you going to do that to other people? Yeah. Another reason.
Grace. Grace is something.
Yeah.
Another reason as to why maybe we are not like kind enough to other people. Yeah. It's also, I would say, it's how we are brought up also. Because you come to a family where they don't know the word love, what it is to love.
They don't know
what
the word
it is
sorry.
Sorry. What it is like to say thank you. So even like where we come from contributes a lot. Because we have other people, when you say certain things, they are like,
what? Why are you apologizing?
Why are you apologizing? They don't even know how to say
they're
I'm
not
sorry.
Familiar with
they're
those,
not familiar with those things.
Wow.
So even the way we are brought up, it tells a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Sure.
Have you ever like been around people and they're like, hey, I feel that person has been brought up right, because you just see how they
deal
relate with other people.
How they relate. Oh wow.
How they relate with other people. So how you relate with other people tells me a lot about you.
About your upbringing.
About your upbringing, etc.
Sure.
So where we come from also contribute to that. What about you?
Another reason is, I think, ego and pride. Yes, ego and pride. Our need to be, right all the time. Our need to be, I'm the one who is there. I'm the one who has the upper hand. That is ego. You always want to be the one who has the upper hand in things. Mimi alinifanyia hivyo, hata siwezi muongelesha, nadhani yeye ni nani. So that egotistical and nature and pride prevents us from being able to afford other people some grace. Because we always want to feel like, no, I always want to have the upper hand in everything. Yeah. And I think another reason why people fail to give each other grace is because they lack the understanding of what grace feels like. They think giving grace is weakness. They think it is allowing people to step all over them. It is allowing people to take power from you, but it is not. Grace is not that. Yeah, you can have boundaries and still give people grace. Grace, we said, it's being able to understand this person, and being able to forgive this person, treat this person nicely, regardless of what they did to you. Like, we can give even an instance now. Take it now to the Bible. For those who are Christians, Jesus died for us, regardless of what we did, regardless of whether we are sinners. Everything has been scrapped off, right? Our whether we are killers, whether we are fornicators, everything is scrapped off, and this person still calls you mine. Even if I punish you, you're still mine. You're still mine. They still have room to love you, right? So, and now in our human nature, we fail to understand what grace looks like. Grace doesn't mean that now that person did not hurt you.
Yeah.
They did. But then you're like big enough and kind enough not to hold it against them. Yeah? Not to allow it to take control now of you and how you view this person. Yeah? Because we are human. And what we do is not what makes us. Our actions do not define us.
We are not defined
by what we do, by
mistakes,
by what we did. We have a character, we have a personality in us, and it is not based on what we do. It is just who we are in the inside of us. So understanding grace is a very important component.
Yeah,